Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
No, that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds
nonsense.
like nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's gonna sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
No.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this.
Oh, happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday.
Hey.
Oh, you know, just trying to get the microphones to work right.
Oh.
Take two.
Yeah.
Damn it.
How are you doing today, Mr. Jeff?
Got in a nap, as was previously announced on the the unlistenable intro. Got my boy Rocco hanging out for the weekend.
Rocco.
Nice.
Rocco is what?
He's a Basenji.
Which is a dog.
Yes.
Okay.
It could be some weird fucking baguette or something.
Yeah. Hanging out with my boy. Yeah.
Just spreading cream cheese on the Basenji.
Full transparency, when you started saying during the pandemic, oh, I took a walk with my buddy Rocco, I thought Rocco was a person. Until you clarified many episodes later.
Yeah.
I've had more than one argument trying to justify why he should get his driver's license.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Stupidest thing I ever
He
heard.
lives right across the store from right across the street from the DMV. It just makes sense. He loves to be in a car.
You do have birthdays for him, right?
He does have his birthday is Halloween.
And do you supply him with a cake and flowers? Or, I don't know why I said flowers. Cake and candles.
That's better than flowers, candles.
Well,
Cake.
birthday cake.
Birthday cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I'm the stupid one.
Did you get him a really nice sack of candles?
I was just thinking like he's sitting there eating his cake by candlelight. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking.
Oh, Rocco.
He gets a birthday cake. I usually supply some cookies from Wolfgang Puck's.
Oh, that's
Eatery
cute.
out here. That's a true story.
Wait.
I also like to give him pinatas.
I have to do this. I'm being a dickhead. Remember a long time ago, you said, "Oh, Will, you're a bird person."
Yeah, you hang on to things.
And now I just want to say, "Uh-oh, cuckoo, you're a dog person that feeds him with cake."
Let's survey the people. There is a different breed of
Ow!
bird people and other pets.
I will agree with you on that. I'm a dog person. I'm not a fucking bird person.
I know you're an inherited bird person.
I'm an inherited bird person.
Will?
Yes.
Yeah. Will? Yeah.
I'm more of a pet enabler,
Okay.
where I appreciate people who just go so far over the top, and I'll just jump into that pool. But occasionally, as a result, you get asked to be, let them hang out for a few days. So that's how me and Rocco do it. We're having a good time. I bribe him with treats and a lot of scratches, and that's our day.
Yeah.
That's great.
And go home.
What's up out there?
I'm sorry. I liked it. I'm a dog person. Anyways.
Courtney's dog sitting right now.
Blind.
Riley's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, basically it's me. And it's a
blind.
blind dog. So that's
And
has its
before it
own
was blind,
challenge.
it was an asshole.
Oh,
So-
it's still an asshole.
Oh,
Still
it's-
barks at me every
this is
single
your,
time. I
mom's
don't know.
dog.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a treat. We're having fun. He needs many, many walks every day.
He is prolific
Or he will
at
shit.
pooping.
He shits a lot, dude.
He's on a hunger strike. He always does this when she leaves. And he
Refuses to eat.
He still poops
Really?
multiple times a day.
Ooh,
It's crazy. This dog is full of shit.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Wow.
grudge
I have a
topic.
What was that?
Taking grudge shits.
Grudge shits? You think that's what he's doing?
Yeah, because he's on a strike.
Apparently, he's got food in him, but he's still just determined.
Yeah. Just pushing it out.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. So I have a hypothetical bathroom question for you guys.
Okay.
And this is going to be for the boys. Sorry,
Okay.
Courtney, for this one.
Okay.
But if when you're pissing at a urinal, do you keep pissing straight into the urinal, or do you turn a little bit to throw some shade, so people can't see your junk? And mostly, I'm asking for like, if you're alone in there, and you got this urinals on either side, you're just going for it, but then the door's right there, and you're like, if someone opens the door, they're gonna see my wee wee. So do you kick to the side to block? What's your move? Or you just
honestly-
go fuck it.
I really just say fuck it. I don't give a fuck,
You seem like a fuck it kind of
Yeah,
guy.
and I pee straight so it doesn't splash everywhere, It
Yeah.
doesn't, if you go straight to the urinal, you end up getting fucking piss everywhere, kind of.
Yeah.
I just look forward
Eyes ahead,
Yep,
straight forward.
Think of my first grade teacher, and boom, it's gone.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I just drop it all down anyways. Undies, shorts, it's all down to my ankles.
Do you
so-
do that?
Oh my god.
I know people that do that in real life. I shit you not.
I know, yeah.
They might be listening even. Shout out.
You're not alone.
I think that's weird. Also, shout out. You taught your kid to do that. Strange.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen that too.
Bummer.
You don't really drop everything.
No.
I
I have before.
think
just
we've
for
talked
the-
about this on the show that we've seen people do it.
I think I'm pretty straight on.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm straight on,
If
but
anything, yeah, let's turn to the side and nice piece, bro. Nothing wrong with showing appreciation.
oh, you're saying turn towards.
yeah.
Oh, I've had that move happen to me. I had a guy, a friend of mine came to see Lavasta play back in the day, and he's like definitely not a punk rocker guy, and he's just like, I'm gonna come see your band, man, whatever. And he comes to this little, I won't say the name of the spot downtown, and it's urinals just side by side, right? That real close. That middle one shouldn't exist.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's-
mean?
That's bad.
So you're shoulder to shoulder, and this dude goes, "Hey, check this thing out! And we started ramming it into him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with these people?" Like,
Oh, my
because he was not into
God.
punk rock at all.
That's punk rock? Is rubbing your dick against other dudes?
No, I mean he's like, just no, it's not. It is not. But dirty little punk rock club. It was already kind of blowing his mind. You know what I mean? And then he's like, "What the fuck, dude? This guy's rubbing his dick on me."
That
The
could
security
be punk
grabbed
rock
him
to
and
that
tossed
guy. I
him.
think it's a very, the definitions. It's going to be different for everybody.
True.
What does punk
Now-
rock mean to you?
Dick
Courtney, I
pushing.
don't want to include you, but we're really onto something here, and you can chime in as what you would do in this scenario. But there's a bathroom at a bar or a club. It has one toilet, one urinal. There's no wall or anything. If you see somebody on the toilet, do you come in and use the urinal,
No. I'm giving them their space.
gentlemen?
No, I'm a no for that too,
Oh,
man.
no. Like, wait.
I'm a no until I've had so many drinks that I'm a yes. Because I have definitely pissed in many sinks and stuff. People washing their hands, just pissing right in the sink.
Oh, boy.
But that's when it's crazy. Looking
It's
at you,
not gonna
Ventura
stop-
Theater.
I'm not going to start locking the door, but eventually somebody's going to, saddle up next to me.
Oh, see, no. If I go in and I got a solo, I'm locking the door. Like then I'm free range. I can pee wherever I want. I can pick one.
I'm confused.
This is
Like when you don't have a door. You walk into a bathroom. There's a toilet and then the urinal on the wall.
it's just like a bathroom. It's
one bathroom.
One bathroom.
Do
can
you
the
lock
door.
it or you just go in there and let people come in and join you?
Oh, no. It's locked. It's locked down.
Scintillating
And if you
topic.
walk in and someone is in there, do you just go next to
No,
them?
no,
Missing
no,
out.
no.
Leave it open.
Oh.
That's how you make friends.
But, it's
Okay.
interesting. Wait, just a move. We're going to move on because I understand. We're going to move on. One, I bet women are dirtier in the bathrooms. And two, in science high school shit, one kid did what bathrooms are dirtier?
Yeah.
Girls or boys? And
Right.
it turned out to be girls. The handles are a lot dirtier. But the reason is they usually use their feet to flush the toilet.
True.
So there's more, shit on
Yeah.
that, and then boys, I don't care germs, So,
Kicker.
so, anyways, my point is, bootlicker. That's maybe where the insult came from. Anyways, that is interesting. That women's handles were dirtier than
because
boys.
they're not using their hands, they're using
Yes.
other things.
As a follow-up question,
Yes.
do all women wash their hands when they leave the bathroom?
So
I saw a dude take a shit this week and then did not wash his hands.
generally, like whenever
Nice restaurant too. He was
when-
just all fuck it. Send it.
I generally see women majority. Yes, we wash our hands after.
It's a 50%, I'd say, for guys.
So here's the thing,
Or
though.
less.
I was in a restroom, like heading up to Mammoth, and the lady just walked out. And I was like, dude, it's COVID times. You're not even gonna wash your hands, and then go into like the rest of the
Touch every handle
yeah.
and
But it's
Aggressive
the mini
strategy,
mart.
but I kind of like that.
I was like, dang, that was pretty crazy.
Yowzer.
Kind of coach yourself in filth to scare the COVID away.
I really hope you guys out there that are listening to us, knowing
know.
that you'd be enjoying this conversation.
We talked about this way too long.
Send
well-
us your pictures. Send us your stories from the bathroom.
your smellfies. Welcome to Sounds Like Nonsense podcast, everyone. I am your host, Jeb. On the number 2s, we have Mr. Will Ray.
Hello, everybody.
Sitting on the couch is my beautiful wife, Sportney.
Hello.
And we have Mr. Raleigh himself, our friend, the illustrious Mr. Jeff D, a.k.a. Delicious J. What's
Yeah.
happening?
Wow.
What we're gonna do each week is we're gonna hopefully have some fucking laughs, talk about PP, I guess.
Not every week. Come on.
We're gonna talk to some people that surround themselves with music the same way we do, and we're gonna listen to some new fucking music. So who's ready? Let's get down with it.
Okay, so we are going to be listening to Fine Dining, their song A Drink for You, The Longest Haul, Punch a Nazi in the Face, and we are going to listen to Firesale, Dark Hearts, and talk to Chris, who is a member of Firesale, but also he has the awesome podcast that one time on tour.
TOTOT.
That's right.
I wonder how long it took him to get that one down. Anyway, so yeah, we're fucking stoked to have Chris come on.
Could you say this webcast one more time?
That one time on tour.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he does interviews and stuff. Just you got to get on podcast. You
so
he
does,
in a podcast. You don't listen to any podcasts.
So he does kind of what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's been doing it for 3 years.
Yeah, so but he basically
smokes.
just he has on a band every week, and then he talks to a band every week. So yeah, it's cool, man. They're great, and he's been doing it for. I think he's coming up on his 3-year anniversary right now.
Wow!
So we're stoked to get him going.
Yeah.
Let's see what this.
After you've listened to all of our episodes, maybe twice, go check out Chris.
Or before ours. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's like I said, he's been going for 3 years, so he has more
It's
content.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Pretty cool library. Check it out. You'll see some names that you're interested in. And again, rate, review, subscribe to us first, and friend, and then check out Chris.
That's
yeah,
right.
fuck yeah, dude. All right, let's get into
And
some
share the love.
weekly standouts. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yes.
He sneezed, and I just fucking said, "Mommy."
What happens to my mind?
she sneezed, and I don't even remember what this one is.
He sneezed, and I just fucking said, "Mommy."
Oh my god!
You are very jumpy.
You are jumpy, but
Oh, because someone sneezed and I jumped.
I guess that was the thing.
What don't you jump at? Like if there's a loud noise of any kind.
Any kind.
Any kind.
You threw your phone over your head the other day when Jeff said something. You're like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, exactly. And then even with you count down, I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. Will 1, 2, 3. I'll still jump.
Really?
It's terrible. It is terrible. That's the life I go
Be
through.
its own segment. Call out to mommy.
Call out to mommy.
That's pretty weekly.
I do that,
It
don't
is.
I?
Mom's get a shout out on this show.
We like our moms around here.
I guess so.
What do you have? Any weekly standouts, Mr. Rowley?
Ooh, we have we're pretty close on a car.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's it come down to?
So found it. It's the year I'm looking for. Everything I like, and the only concern. And one owner, 95,000 miles. So the concern is that there's no service records on it. So for a nicer car, you want to have a record of it.
yeah.
Are they taking the Jiffy Lube, putting the cheapest oil, cheapest filter in there, or are they taking it to somebody who knows what they're doing? So with that being a concern, I'm going to take the car and have it have a BMW dealer do an examination on it, a pre-purchase examination. So it costs me
Nice.
$250.
Oh, fuck it.
It's worth it.
If it's if they now I understand there's going to be certain things that need to be fixed, brakes, that kind of stuff. So that comes with it, but I'm just looking, is there anything that's going to stop me from driving this for another 50, 60, 70,000 miles? Because I'm going to do it like 3,000 miles a year, so I won't even make it that long.
Right. Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
Good for you.
Man,
We'll
that
know,
getting that vehicle checkout is so important, and that was one of the things that we told Riley. It's like it is so worth it to not get stuck with a car that you can't use. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's a big bummer.
Yeah.
That's my big stuff. What up with y'all?
I end up watching a small little documentary of people eating weird things, and I'll name a couple. One is a bed, paint,
Yeah. I think I might have seen this.
liquid pen paint, and she just loves how creamy it is. She
Yes,
says, and
disgusting.
and she loves the chemical taste, and it's thicker than milk, and it's just smooth, and she loves it. There's a lady that eats rocks. I mean, she has to eat rocks.
It's fucking bizarre.
Very bizarre. Chick eats pillow casings, plastic. People are eating plastic.
Everyone's eating plastic.
Will, can I just jump in real quick?
Yeah.
I don't want to go too far back into the past, but in this documentary, does it also get into their stool? Because I'm now really interested. How do these process?
I didn't get that far because maybe I was just.
I don't think they ever go into that.
I don't
That
know.
is really
No, they
interesting.
do. I think the rock lady, they were talking like it wasn't so bad. Like they were like, it seems like it'd be bad, but bad for your teeth.
Oh, so you did get to see this?
I think I have seen it.
Part 2 to this documentary.
I think so. No pun intended.
Yeah, number two.
Anyway, so I just thought it was so interesting that you could see the actual passion of like someone who is an alcoholic and needs that alcohol, and their face changed. It was just like her.
Just at me next time, bro.
Like you, yeah. But just watching her face change and just loves that milk. And just, God, it was so
crazy.
foul. Anyways, no, I bet her shit is white. Who knows? It's paint.
Ugh, man, I can't imagine. Fucking paint is so nasty. Oh, nasty as hell.
But she's also eating rocks with her teeth. She's not like,
Yeah, well,
she's not eating mud, guys.
I mean, yeah, glass. There's glass eaters.
She
too.
loves the crunch. There's a girl that fell down on the beach and she accidentally ate sand. Now she eats 3 pounds of sand a year.
What?
Yeah.
I found my love.
She eats like 3 pounds of sand. She puts it with chips. She loves the crunch.
For a while after Jeb was snowboarding and he had his horrible accident where his pants went down and ice and a lot of things
Yeah.
needles went up his ass.
Right.
And he had a Slurpee issue for like 2 years.
He did.
Except for
happened.
I wasn't drinking. I was just sticking my dick in it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What you couldn't finish, you poured over your ass.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus.
You guys are
what
on one.
What a mess that would make is what I'm thinking. I would have to go right to that'd be Slurpee to shower for me.
Oh, geez.
I'm just glad that my addiction is alcohol. I don't have to no! Pull over! I need some fucking rocks! You know?
Yeah. You
know
just
what I
driving past a mountain and just get your stomach starts.
Anyway, so that was it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for people with really crazy vices.
Yeah.
What about you? Didn't do any horse riding? You got any horse updates for us?
You mean any more poop horse stories?
No,
No?
just horse
just
stories.
No.
Are you back in the saddle again?
Unless that happened.
It did. No, nothing interesting. I really have nothing interesting to say.
Yeah, but you're back on.
I'm back on the horse.
Nice. Our niece Fred is coming out for the summer. We've got that working on that happening. So she's gonna be going with our Frenchie friend.
Oh, good.
And taking care of horses and stuff during the summer.
Yeah, like as an apprentice.
Kind of working and getting to ride and stuff. So that's gonna be awesome.
That's fantastic. How long is she going to be out here?
A month
Mm-hmm.
is
good.
what we're shooting for. Still got to get this plane tickets. Plane tickets are going so crazy
We
right now.
gotta get on it soon.
Got to jump on it.
Will, can I ask you, same saddle?
Well, it is the same saddle because, but in a weird way, this came out better because now I can recognize it's my saddle because I put that stupid grease to get rid of my shit off the saddle.
Yeah.
Now I stained it, so now I can recognize that it is my saddle.
It's your shit stained saddle. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean that's what they call me, shit stained Willie. You know, it's so sad.
It's so sad.
It really is.
Standouts for you, lady.
So I got my Fauci ouchie first round this week. So
There you
that
go.
was exciting. So that was my big thing. There's something else, but I'll talk about it in my segment.
Cool. Well, we had a dance party though. We did have a dance party Friday night.
Really?
It was kind of fun. Just came in here, like Solving's so sleepy and stuff, and it's there's that new bar that opened, their new old bar,
Yeah, right.
and it's just stacked. I'm like, man, if they just had a real bar here, it would go over so well instead of being in a hotel or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, man, fuck this. Let's just go to the studio. We got free drink, free-ish drinks, cheaper drinks here.
Right.
Listen to whatever we want instead
Yeah.
of being forced to listen to that. So, and then we just came in here and we had a little dance
Now,
party.
who was here?
How many people? Yeah.
Dr. Ella, Courtney, and me.
Yeah.
Oh,
we played darts.
We went to.
They got their ass whooped. Yeah, look up there. Bam.
I see
It
it.
was bad. I'm the worst at darts.
I strung him along a little bit, let him play, and I was like, okay, I'm done playing.
How did you not turn the camera on and record that dance?
Oh,
I
he
do have
did.
it all recorded,
He
as a
did.
matter of fact.
And that's-
I don't.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do it though. I said I wouldn't. I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh.
I think privacy is important.
Well,
Sure. No. I
what
mean,
we
it's
want to
the
see
kind
it.
of thing
yeah.
We share with the people on the podcast, but I don't think we share it with the public. I agree.
Yeah, I want to
I
see you
could give
dance.
I could give you a little clip. Oh, yeah, dude, it was the Humpty dance. Do the hump and like you just shake it like it's broken. Get it in there, dude.
It was so
Come-
bad.
It was terrible. However, dude, like we were laughing so hard at ourselves and having such a great
That's
time.
okay.
It was like 7:00 at night.
Have
and,
fun.
And I went to go pee, and I mean, the system is so loud. And I went to go pee, and I see people like taking the trash out over here next door, all bummed. And I come in here, and Courtney and Dr. L are just shaking their butts. I was like, this is the way to spend your Friday.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys had fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun, actually.
It was, dude. It was silly, but I did dropped my fucking toilet. No, I dropped my phone into the toilet this week.
Oh, no.
First time I've ever done that.
Doing the Humpty dance?
Doing the dance, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But it was quick. Like, luckily,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
half
what everybody says.
Yeah.
half hour before, I was like, ooh, this toilet's nasty, and I scrubbed the shit out of it.
Oh.
And, like, just scrubbed it really well, and then I came in to take a shower and just
Right.
swing my arms. Oh, I'm taking a shower. Right into it and picked it right out.
But that's your wallet / everything, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, somewhat, yeah. I do have cards and stuff in there, and, like,
Oh, what a bummer.
my fishing license and shit like that. So I just took it all out, and we have Clorox wipes, and I Clorox wiped everything down and just sat there and let it dry. I mean, I guess that's good
So
enough.
does it work?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
I mean, it
not.
was in there so quick, dude. Like,
Jeff's like, no, it's not.
it's not, yeah.
You can Clorox those 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It's still the shit phone. It's still your shit card. It's still your shit wallet.
Don't think that I don't think that shit. I do, man.
Right.
So,
I've
yeah.
had so many close calls.
Dude, this was like, I
A
couldn't.
couple close calls.
If it was dirty the way it was dirty a half hour before that, I don't
Sure.
know that I would have pulled it out of there. But I mean, I scrubbed it so well.
See,
the
that's
only
fine.
thing.
That's fine with me. I think I saw it on Ridiculous or some. I know I just saw this recently, but a girl picked it up out of a porta potty.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's done.
That's
that doesn't
done.
come out.
That's forever gone.
And it's a video of her picking it up.
I
We're like,
think I've seen it. Yeah.
you know, like,
No.
Just blue arm.
Yeah.
No.
You cut the arm off.
I know. Like, that phone is gone.
It reminds me of Dr. Al when we went to go see Foo Fighters in New Orleans. At the first night, we were backstage, but like she just went to the little toilet, boom, toilet right in the fuck. God, I did it again. Phone right in the toilet, first night.
oh,
And she was like, "This thing is done."
bummer.
That's
then-
what most normal people would do.
No, dude, this is clean. It was
Clorox wipes and
this
say
is-
we're good.
no, it was.
Moving on.
I had to do it. I like my phone. There's a lot of stuff in there that I like.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
something else I forgot. Foster kitten update. The mom and 2 babies are doing very good. They are gaining weight, and I was a little bit worried because 3 of the kittens died before they ever got to me. So I've been very watchful. So mama's doing good.
Good to
Kitten's
hear.
Doing good.
Good to hear.
I woke up one morning this week, and the Nextdoor app thing that I'm always bringing up, whatever. So the local chat group said, "Jeb and Dan found."
I saw you post
I was
on that
like,
one.
What? I'm just like, 5:36. I wake up pretty early. I'm like, what am I seeing right now? Because my drummer's name is Dan for Up Your Guts, and I'm like, Jeb and Dan found, and it's like, it was hound dogs here in town that are named Jeb and Dan that got loose,
Oh,
and I was like, who the fuck names their dog Dan?
And Jeb. What are you
Jeb,
talking about?
Jeb is a hound
Right.
dog. I kind of get a little bit more. Like, you're trying to think of like a southern name.
Yeah.
But Dan, come on, Daniel, get in the truck. Like, I don't know. Seems,
or Sarah.
yeah. Come on, Sarah. Christopher, get in the truck.
But then he.
You were in bed looking at your phone. Is that right?
Yeah,
Just the phone before or after it was in the toilet?
this is before.
Okay.
It has since been into bed. What I normally do when I'm taking naps, though, is I put my phone on Courtney's pillow. So if it rings, I don't fucking hear it.
Yeah.
And it vibrates.
Yeah.
Secret time.
Fun. No, I knew that was happening. But also, what he did is he commented with his name Jeb underneath of it and was like, "Oh, it was Dan's fault" or something.
I blame
like that.
Dan. I knew where I was.
And then like 5 people, but not the owner of the dogs, were like, "Ha ha ha."
Yeah, no, they didn't think I was funny.
No.
Oh,
I hit
God.
2 on it that morning.
Miracle.
I thought it was okay.
great.
I'm the only person named Jeb in this fucking county. I guarantee it. I don't guarantee it.
You're such a rascal.
It's such a funny guy.
You're a rascal.
Like Riley says, "Oh, you're real funny. You should start a podcast."
Oh, yeah.
He's fucking dickhead.
What a dick.
He is, dude.
Yeah.
So next week is gonna be 1 year of us recording, you guys.
You
you
gotta be
serious?
kidding me.
Yeah, April 30th is when I have the first. It's not our year's worth of shows because we've had like quote unquote specials that we've done.
Sure.
So this right now is episode 46.
Holy shit.
But the first time that we talked to Jeff and we got the recording equipment, I think we got the recording equipment right around this time last year. Mm-hmm. And then we called Jeff on April 30th. And I have it recorded in my phone still.
Wow.
So that's it. Wrap it up.
You think so? That's
We're
it?
done.
I don't think that's
We're
it.
out of here, everybody.
What's that, Jeff?
Hold up the tent. It's been a great run.
Been good.
Yeah. No, we got things booked You guys are stuck now.
Well, yeah.
No, we're only at 46 on the books, which is, I'm like, how did that math work out?
Yeah, really.
Did we do all those things? But
I don't know.
I don't know if it took us a couple weeks after we first talked to Jeff to actually get up and rolling.
Well,
or
no,
how
I
that
think
happened.
the first actual posting of it was in May. That's why.
Yeah. it's
Because,
something like
I
that.
mean, on the
This
podcast. Stuff.
might be a lot of work.
What anniversary do we celebrate?
The first posting podcast.
I think the first
the
one that
that's
comes out.
actually like
Which is next week.
I'm
No.
only
No.
asking because I'm going to be shirtless.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
fine.
Maybe I'll
Finally.
just do it for both episodes. Just this way, it's covered.
Show us those nips.
It's out.
Question then. It might be a lot of work for you, but I think you should do like a little montage through all the 52 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I
would be a
definitely
lot of
thought
work.
That would be a lot of
it
work.
would be a lot of work. I was thinking about maybe posting the first one that never got aired. Too.
It's
Yeah. Courtney says no.
It wasn't very good.
I don't know. It's
All right.
it is what it is. But so it'd be interesting to hear again because I haven't listened to it since then.
Wow.
It needs to be posted at some point.
Yeah. So I'm saving
Definitely.
it. I'm saving it in my shit phone.
There you go.
So there's that.
Well, that's good news.
And then I just have two more quick things before we get into our first song from Fine Dining. Did you guys see that plane crash on the beach?
yes.
No.
Are you kidding me, Will?
No.
I'm
The
bringing
air
this up
show?
mostly for you. It's like an old B-52 bomber thing. It lands in the surf, and like all these fucking people are standing on the
They're
beach.
swimming.
We're gonna have to. We'll play that during this break.
Yeah, I'm
right
going to
now.
have to take a look at that.
And then
you
we'll
s-
come back to it.
Did you see the meme of the one guy who's just sitting
The
there
guy's swimming, and he's
but he
like,
sits right there.
What
he
the
just,
fuck?
Was
he
this
doesn't
a-
move. He's just
Was this an air show? Was this
Yes,
Yeah.
it was an air show.
So it was an old bomber,
Yep.
and he just landed it right in the water.
He
Yeah, he's
did-
going down slower.
he
slow-
did an expert
Yeah.
I mean, he did good.
But it's still, you got people surfing and like there's a guy just swimming there.
And where
Like,
was this?
Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pompano or something, I think. Yeah. But
Wow.
we'll check it out.
Tune bomber actually catch the wave and bring it all the way in.
He didn't do that well. He's
No.
he's not Sully, dude. He's
Yeah,
just
no.
regular pilot.
But he still didn't like nosedive or anything. He like pulled it in to where, it looked very pro.
Yeah. Well, so one more thing we did, we got a little downtime this week. Not this week, but yesterday, my practice got canceled and stuff, so I watched TV all fucking day.
Yeah.
So nice. Something I noticed, and I was wondering if you guys feel the same way. Like, if you're fast forwarding through and you stop it at the exact, point through the commercial, how fucking good does that feel? Like, you're like, I nailed that right there. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It does it for you.
So on some shows, not on everything.
Wow.
No? You just rely on that thing too? It always wants to play like the part of the commercial it wants you to see.
What goes through your mind is just amazing.
Really?
No, man, I hear you.
Okay,
I'm-
thank you, Jeff.
I don't get
See?
it. You hit it perfectly to get the
Yeah.
commercial over.
Yeah, and I go real fast too, so I'm like, that's how fast I'm moving. Like I'll do like 4 times the speed, and then there it is. I know when the end of that last commercial is there. Bam.
Well, that's pretty
I got
remarkable.
to go 3 times the speed. 4, it jumps too much.
I agree with you. 3 is it, but I live recklessly sometimes. When I have the day,
If
boom, 4
over-
times.
You can tell how
going back-
interesting this is because Courtney's on her iPhone right now.
I'm
just
prepping
Oh.
for my stuff.
Well,
after
I was about to get on my iPhone too. It was just so fun. I'm joking.
Jesus.
Sorry, joking.
I didn't know that you were
Watch more
so.
TV, Will.
I am so joking. I just don't understand what you're kind of saying, I guess. So that's it. But we
really?
don't have to. We don't have to.
Okay. All right. Well, fine. Let's get into our first song. This is Fine Dining, and Will, this will be a drink for you.
Me and you and me, it was us two, no matter what. We rolled the dice against and on. In our heads there was no other choice. Wrote our own rules along the way. Never looked back to catch what people said. You were always there for me, always thought to be there for you. Oh, we never said goodbye. You were gone in the blink of an
right. Fine Dining is a 4-piece hardcore melodic punk band from Los Angeles, and they started in 2019. And I just want to give you guys a shout out.
I haven't heard from these guys yet, being
Your
that close to us.
email, I'm not going to say it because I don't want people to blow you up, but I like your email, just saying. I'm going to tell
No,
them.
get their email out.
brokesinger66@gmail.com.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
But also, so they have videos, so check those out. We will be posting those on our website. They have merch on their Bandcamp. They're recording an album soon. And so basically, they said 3 of us are dads. All 4 of us have been in bands for 20 years. So
Nice.
That's really
They're
cool.
fucking great, dude.
That was great.
2019, bad time to start a band.
Yeah, right.
Don't I know?
Wait,
Yeah.
2019? Because it was before the
Yeah,
COVID,
I mean, it's like right then, like, okay,
I
hey,
just
we
sounded
get
like
songs.
a
And now we
boomer.
can't
I
do
was like,
anything.
oh, it was before the COVID.
Yeah, no, they're fucking great.
Yeah,
So
good.
No, they were.
awesome.
And that's why I had my phone up while I was getting prepared.
Okay.
So, na boo boo.
Na,
Na 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 boo boo. Got it.
Well, shit. What do we want to do first? Do we want to do retractions, revisions, or question of the week? I'll let it be up to Mr. Will Ridge over here.
Let's go. What was the options?
Question of the week,
Question
or
of the-
retractions, or revisions?
Let's
What do you-
go. Question.
Do you remember what it was?
What ghost would you want visiting you if you
Third.
could pick?
Fourth.
Second.
First.
Wow.
It did work out well.
Why? It's just like why? All right. Well, I'll go first.
All right.
I mean, this is a hard question.
It's
is
super
super-
hard. I've been
super
thinking
hard.
about it.
But I'm gonna go with Leonardo da Vinci.
Wow.
Okay, why?
I'm not super surprised.
I would love to. Of course, I wouldn't be able to speak Italian, but
No, if you could speak to them.
yeah, no, I
Right.
know. It would be. I don't know. I just be floored
Just
watching.
to
You know,
pick his brain.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he, with all his inventions, all his ideas. I mean, the fucking paintings, Mona Lisa. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Mona Lisa, but I am a big fan of his art.
The story of the Mona Lisa is awesome.
It's an brilliant. Being stolen, all that,
Yeah,
surviving
yeah.
World War II.
I mean, that's why everyone knows of it.
And it would be my. That would be my dude.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
that's part of the culture corner over here.
That's
That's,
the- I
why
know-
you're running. You're the head.
Head chief.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, I'm not doing. I'm not trying to be like. It would be Leonardo da Vinci.
I like how you always do wine. The wine
it's-
thing, like you're holding a glass of wine when you do that.
No, it's burgundy.
Oh,
my
okay.
bad. I'm
you gotta
sorry.
keep it warm.
We're just not cultured.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. You,
See, you so much culture. Over
Oh,
here.
this
It's
is
just
stupid.
Exuding.
I'm resigning culture counter. But anyways, Da Vinci.
The
and
corner shall stay.
you should think that. I mean, that's wouldn't you guys go like that's a pretty like.
No,
you-
that was a good one. I
Yeah,
was
that's good. It's a little too heady for me. I think. Oh, actually, that's not true because my pick is going to be like something like that too. So.
All right, Courtney, you're up.
Consider your honorable mention. So we'll go through everybody, do one, and
Yeah.
then we'll do a lightning round.
Okay.
a lightning round.
Oh,
All right.
I like that.
All right.
Okay. The very first thing that came to my mind was Harriet Tubman.
Wow.
Yeah, like I have been just ever since a kid. She was the first person that I ever did like a history report on and anything like that. So yeah,
Yeah. She's definitely has a crazy life. Have you seen that new Harriet movie?
The new movie was really cool.
Fucking
too.
awesome.
Yeah, you know what's very ignorant on me is I didn't know anything about Harriet Tubman until in my adult life.
Huh.
And I know that they're going to try to replace her on the $20 bill.
What?
Yeah, because
Yeah. They're going to put her on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, did I
Cool.
say replace? I meant
Yeah.
whatever. She's
Yeah,
going to
very
be.
cool.
I'm sorry I talked too much, but I wish I knew more about her
Watch the movie.
than I did. You know, like I will watch it.
Yeah.
The new movie's great.
It's great.
It's fucking gnarly. You know, it's cool.
What's the name of this movie, please?
I think it's
it's
just called
called
Harriet.
Harriet.
Yeah. And who was the actress in that?
I cannot.
She won some
remember.
awards for that, I believe,
Yeah.
too.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess it's to Jeff.
Yes. I'm going to go with Caligula.
I don't know who the fuck
What
that
is
is.
The
yeah,
Roman
who is that?
Emperor.
Oh.
Will, please
Sorry.
educate the people.
Oh no, you go. This is your man.
you.
This is your man. He's a Roman Emperor.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it.
He laughed while watching the Rome burn. He's with his fiddle, but it turns out it wasn't really true. But yeah, you go.
Supposed to be pretty perverted too. So I mean,
yeah,
he's a 5-tool player. He did it all.
yeah. He'd fuck his sisters.
What?
Yeah, but that's kind of common back
Whoa,
then.
Courtney, check your tone. Different times.
But wait, so you want it? So what?
Courtney sits in her fucking cousin Marion Palace over here.
No, so I want to ask you something. What would you talk to him about though? Like, what would be your first question that you would ask? Because I know you had the question in your head.
I would say, well, there was this one time that I got a cake that said, find the toenail on it.
Yeah.
And that was my birthday. What were your birthday parties like?
Okay.
Okay, Jeff. Jeff, okay.
They'd have all kinds of stuff. I mean, they'd stuff camels with pigs and bears and shit. Yeah,
And eat them?
yeah, they had a gnarly.
That's the first turducken?
His birthday probably was awesome. It was orgies. It was They had 8 meal courses.
Just go puke it out, come back.
They had vomitariums.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's real.
It sounds awesome.
Your canals.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into it.
But he was crazy.
Kind of into it still. It sounds crazy.
But yeah.
That was the first Vegas.
That was the first Vegas. I'm sorry to talk over you.
No, Will. I figured I was going to set it up for you.
Oh, well. Caligula.
All right.
All right.
Thank
So
Yep.
my pick would be Jesus if he was real.
Ooh. If he was Israel?
If he was Israel. No, if he was real. Because then I'd be like, yo, what's going on? What's with your boys, dude? Because they acting the fool up in here. You need to,
Yeah.
what's going on,
Yeah, well, that's a
Just
good
get
one.
down to the bottom of it. I'm tired of being talked all this fucking nonsense all my whole life.
Well, he really is a spirit if you let him into your heart.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's a spirit Holy Ghost.
Yeah, I know. The trifecta, bud.
So,
You could talk to him right now.
yeah.
I am talking to a motherfucker. Sub Jay, That's the way we do it. It's Sunday.
What's up, JC?
We're in church right now. You heard?
Oh, God.
Okay. So, anyways, Jeff said to go like secondary mentions fast round. So then
Lightning round.
So then
Should we go backwards? John
yeah,
Lennon.
go backward. Oh,
John
John
Lennon.
Lennon. Oh, that's
Jeff?
a good one.
Who did you say?
John Lennon.
I thought about that. Genghis Khan.
What?
Crazy.
I fucking thought that was definitely in my mind for you.
I was going to go.
Lightning round. Courtney?
Okay, it would be Amelia Earhart or Abraham Lincoln.
Damn,
Oh, shit.
cheated.
2. Okay, so we all get to go one more. Will?
I was going to go Crazy Horse. And now I want to do Lincoln.
You do? Lincoln?
Good for Lincoln.
I don't know. I think I'm out of picks. Jeff, you can go and I'll see if I can think of one.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's hard because
No, actually, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I was going to ask for a question of the week next week, and I kind of cheated on that just now. Like, if there was a musician or band or group that you could bring
Jim
back
Morrison.
from the dead and listen to have them play a show for you, what would that be?
Ooh.
Because I saw like a meme this week. It was like Bob Marley, Bowie, Elvis, whatever. Michael Jackson was even on there. Like, these greats that, aren't around. If you could get one last show, who would that be?
Ooh.
Can we do that?
Right
Question of
now?
the week for next week.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
next week.
Jeff?
Okay, but I'm reserving Jim Morrison.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, could it also be like a band that just is not around anymore? Like it doesn't have to be dead.
Sure.
Like you could.
Sure.
you
Yeah.
could
One group that you would like to see that at this point is impossible to see.
Okay.
That is like broken up or whatever.
Right.
I know what yours is going to be. Is it Operation Ivy?
It was.
I knew by the way you asked. Yep. Now you have to think of something else.
I will.
Okay. So then retractions, revisions. Anyone got any?
Yes. So the first thing is sometimes I think that I say things the way that I want to say them and then listening back. So I mentioned.
Ooh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why it's.
Tell me, sister.
Yeah. So I said something about like being afraid of sharks in the swimming pool, and then I didn't and it was just weird. Anyway, so I watched Jaws when I was like 4 or something like that, and then it was at my grandparents' house, and then going in the pool was a scary thing just because I was so little and it didn't make any sense. But then my dad told me, and I know that this is fake, but I didn't know at the time. He said that he heard of a person who caught a shark, like a big shark, and then put it in somebody's pool as a prank. And so from that point on, I was terrified of getting into pools because I was like, well, what if somebody like put it in there and I'm not seeing it or something like
What if
that?
some jokesters going around
So-
putting sharks in pools?
Yeah, but I was too
Wow.
young. I was too young to be like chlorine, shark doesn't, all those things. But anyways, that's what I meant when I was like, oh yeah, and like when you're scared of sharks in a pool, I was like, wow, that wouldn't have made sense
Well,
unless you knew the story.
Listen, Jaws ruined it for me. Even swimming pools. Jaws just destroyed any body of water for me.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that problem.
Yeah.
We had real life alligators where I used to swim.
That is true too.
Like, I was like, fuck a shark. I know there's a goddamn alligator
There
in here.
were alligators in pools too. So
And there's
you
a
always,
rad video that just came out a couple weeks ago of a bull shark and an alligator swimming side by side.
I saw that.
It's
Wasn't
awesome.
that
Really?
from your friend? Like somebody that you knew, I thought? Because it was local.
Yeah, it was local. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Lakes to be a little freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just so dark.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about this. Like, even out
lake
here,
smell.
as soon as I get into any, I call it like brackish water, lake water, whatever, as soon as that smell hits my nose, alligator, first thought in my mind.
Yep,
That's crazy.
Me too.
First thought. Like, just smelling it, I'm like, ooh, alligator.
Because I love the river. I
Right.
grew up with the river, and
Yeah.
smelling that brings me happy memories.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's happy memories.
Well, not like panic memories, like
Yeah.
danger.
I'm just like, yep, where's the fucking water moccasin? And where's the goddamn alligator? Because I know they're trying to get a motherfucker right now.
Oh, that's crazy. And we're about ready to go in August down the river
I was an
again.
alligator. I'd be trying to
Yes.
get the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also, I posted in the Sounds Like Nonsense Facebook group, there was like a crocodile that kids were playing with. And so there's that crazy video.
That's great.
I think it was dead. I think
Oh,
I think
yeah, I
it
think
was
it was a
dead,
dead one.
because at first I was like, why is anyone letting their children play like that with a crocodile? That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But then I was like, that thing's dead.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyone else got retractions or visions?
No.
Jeff, you got a picture of Kevin Costner's pube for us or what?
No,
You said you got it. I think our listeners want to see it.
I don't think so.
I do have it.
Well, send it along. Let's put it on the Facebook group.
Can do.
Can you see if we can get a signature
No.
on that photo?
Excuse me, sir.
I think the plan is for him to return when they do filming again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You dropped this.
I think you see. Excuse me, sir. You dropped this.
Oh, God.
Oh fuck. And then I
Oh shit! We should drop that thing into 23andMe.
Oh, God, that would be so
No.
illegal.
So not
That is so not
okay.
appropriate.
God damn it, Genghis Khan, settle the fuck
I
down.
know.
Pretty certain they do it based off of saliva, not pubes.
I think they can do anything they want now.
DNA.
Probably
Yeah.
could. Yeah, they definitely can.
So this is a question for Courtney about Jeff. Did you start his game #WashMe yet?
Hashtag.
His contest for #WashMe. So he comes over. He has breakfast and
Oh,
cereal
Yeah.
time and
so I have
paintings.
I have a painting that that already has a Bigfoot in it. It's ready to go. Has my little signature and everything. It's of a lighthouse. So I will post that picture. But how do we pick a winner?
I think it's up to Jeff. Whoever's got the #WashMe.
In the bucket.
Okay.
Pick a name from the bucket. Okay.
He's coming over.
But how do we put their names in the bucket? Like, how do they enter to win? Like, going into the Facebook group and say #WashMe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
#WashMe.
running two simultaneous contests. You're a maniac with your contest.
I don't know what you're talking about.
#toilet time and #WashMe right now.
There's no contest for that. It's just
Kevin Johnson, sign up.
no. There's
Send
no.
us some saliva, Kevin.
No, what I was saying more is that when you're on the toilet, you can go ahead and rate, subscribe, and share there, and then #smell my nonsense. I don't like that at all. I don't like how that happened.
I think you.
I like that.
I feel like you guys are making this whole thing awkward and weird.
Okay.
Wash me. So we did the whistle contest. We beat that thing to death, right?
Yes.
I heard some amazing whistling this week, though.
Oh.
There's a band called Dragon Force. Jeff, are you familiar? I know
No.
Will doesn't know. Come on, Courtney.
Yes.
Yeah. Through the Fire and the Flames. It's a crazy song. Dueling guitars. It's wild. This kid, it's 7.5 minutes long.
I could not believe that nobody posted that for the whistle contest, like just to even say, "Hey, have you seen this?"
This is insane, the whistling. I just want to give you guys, I'm just going to play some
Oh,
of it.
please do.
Uh-huh.
So this is how it starts. Not remarkable. Let's just skip ahead a little bit.
I can't do even that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
7 minutes. Like he's getting it though. If you guys know this song already, it makes. See, I feel like he copped out a little bit right there, but
What?
go check this out.
we'll post it in the group.
Oh,
All right.
Anyway, so yeah.
Is it called Canary?
It's called Through the Fire and the Flames Whistling. You guys got to check that one out, dude.
It's good.
like Celine Dion.
And then he gets the fist going too, like and again. It's fucking rad, dude. Like I was cracking up.
Ooh.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched at least 6 minutes of it. I was
just
like, okay,
wonder-
I gotta stop.
I wonder if Handsome Keith would do that.
I don't think you have enough money to make him do that. The amount of stress you would put him through for that.
Could he do it? Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no doubt in my mind. He
Oh yeah,
could.
yeah. I think so
And a
too.
superior version.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
big talk.
Big Keith supporter.
We're gonna be hanging out with him next week at the Punk Rock Paintbrushes.
That's right.
That'll be fun.
It's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone else? Retractions, revisions?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean,
well,
I feel like there were more
I got
that I
one
can't
other
remember.
little thing that we had been talking about. The giants out on Santa Cruz Island,
Right.
and stuff that existed, and we brought it up a few times. So I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna look into it.
Right.
Okay.
Basically, no myth.
Oh.
Myth.
What?
Yeah. So like there was a guy that was like raised out there that did find a bunch of grave sites and stuff, and then took pictures with it. But the way he angled the
the
camera made it look like they're these big giants. So no.
Oh, so no giants.
No giants out there, which is a bummer. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of like they did find a bone that's 13,000 years old though.
Wow.
So that's really old. That's the second oldest bone found in North America.
That is interesting.
So I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
So that definitely shows that like long fucking time ago. Then there was the woolly mammoth bones out there and stuff, you know,
And
too.
Pygmy woolly mammoths.
Right, but still.
And, they think it was a land bridge. But actually, elephants can swim really well.
You really?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
Wait, I knew
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I fucking knew that. Yeah. But so there's that. But then also at the same time talking giants, there's this Smithsonian conspiracy where supposedly, and I'd heard this before, like they smashed 10,000 fossils of giants because it didn't fit in with the scientific theory of evolution.
Ooh.
Right? Conspiracy. No, fake too.
Oh.
Like supposedly, like they got in trouble from the Supreme Court and whatever, ordering them to stop or whatever. But none of those.
It seems like
things exist.
one of the most fantastic museums of the world would not be destroying actual science,
Yeah, I mean it's weird. It's like they say it's like satire, like it was a satire, thing. But like a bunch of people believe it. There are articles out there going, "Oh no, they smashed it. They don't want people to know they're giants that
well,
existed."
Well, there was an article in the 1920s that came out that they found the actual whale that swallowed Jonah.
What?
And everyone believed it. Everyone believed it, and it was just some guy just writing into the newspaper,
Just fucking around.
But the whole country just went ape shit.
Well, that's the same thing with MSG. That's all fake too.
I didn't know that. I thought it was real.
No, there was a This American Life podcast that I listened to. I think that was it, or maybe it was Radio Lab. But this guy, he was just fucking around. He was just like, this shit is bad for you, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone jumped on it. I think he pretended to be a doctor, or he was a doctor, but
he was a doctor.
He was fucking with his other doctor friends or something. Mm-hmm. And then on his deathbed, he told him it was a hoax.
But
then like twisted it around again later. He's like, no, it's not a hoax. Like send him a letter. Or something.
I can't remember.
This convoluted
Well,
thing.
let me put it this way: it's still on menus that says we don't use MSG.
I know.
I know. It doesn't matter. It's not bad for you the way they say. It was all a hoax.
Well, that sucked because that's good
Then
shit.
he said it wasn't a hoax, and then it was.
He was like notorious prankster. Like you got to listen to that. His daughters talk about it, and the guy that he was
This
pranking.
American Life. I think it was.
It was so good. I'm like, man, I have believed this shit my entire life, and now here's the people closest to him going, this guy's so full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He just did this to fuck with everybody, and he loved the fact that like restaurants weren't doing it and stuff. He's like, ha, like, gotcha.
And then he would go home and eat MSG.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways. All right. Well, I guess it's time to get into another song. What do you think?
Panda Express sues the shit out of that guy. And his siblings, his children, as many generations as they can get money from.
Yeah, well, he's dead, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Is that it? Any other last thoughts before we get into our next song?
No, I'm ready for the next
that's
song.
Whoa.
Dude, I'm fucking stoked on these guys right here. They're the Longest Haul, and this song's called "Punch a Nazi in the Face."
In the case of the National Policy Institute versus the reasonable people of the United States of America, the jury has found you all guilty of being a bunch of redneck, white bread, chicken shit motherfuckers! Don't talk to me about boys or race. Toward those who preach divides by race. It's spreading at a frightening pace. So punch a Nazi in the face. Punch a Nazi in the face. When they speak of ethnic cleansing, there's no time to spell it out. No room left for education. Swing your fist into their mouth. You feel free to use your speech, and I feel free to use my hands to humiliate and facilitate the shaming of your brand. If you presume to make a case for calm discussion, you're off base. Don't be concerned with time or place. Punch a Nazi bigot in his self-righteous face. When they say ethnocentricity, recall a genocide justified by this belief within your grandmother's lifetime. You feel free to speak up, and I'll feel free to knock you down. You're not a thinker or a solver, you're a racist fucking clown. Dear Richard Spencer and your think tank. Your septic vile foul rank. But please, feel free to stick around. We'll gladly pound your faces back into the ground. Punch a Nazi in the face. Punch a Nazi in the face. Punch a Nazi in the face. Punch a Nazi in the fucking face.
What's up, everybody? This is Zach from The Longest Haul, and you're listening to the Sounds Like Nonsense podcast. We hope we don't. Or didn't. I don't know if this plays before or after the song. Peace!
All right, that was The Longest Haul, and that is a three-piece punk thrash band made up of brothers from Orlando, Florida, and they started in 2017.
Florida.
Florida.
So they
Family.
have a new record, One Short Ride, coming out summer 2021. And they said you can catch us at the Fest in Gainesville this year, along with an absurdly
no
long
way.
list of other fantastic bands.
They're fucking stoked.
If you can't make it to Fest, we look forward to seeing many of your lovely faces on the road when we tour and support our new record, One Short Ride.
I want to go to Fest so bad.
I do too. Favorite joke: time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so.
Dude, they got a fucking awesome sound. Like that 430 Steps
joke.
band too, Florida. Florida's got a fucking it's pretty unique sound right now, I think. I knew right away. She played it for me and I was like, is that a Florida band?
Wow.
Fucking,
You
like,
did say that, yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
because like that shit's hard, dude. I like it. That's my shit right there.
That's interesting.
And for paranormal,
And also punch a Nazi in the face. Come on, son.
I know. I mean, they had me at that. For paranormal, they said this one time I saw a ghost, a real one, not like those dumb fake ones you hear about.
Oh,
Their paranormal story.
I like it.
No, it felt like shots fired a little bit.
Well,
No, I like that.
Oh, cool. And then if you are a band, we want you to come on our show.
Yeah,
We want to play your music and
submit your
stuff.
band.
Yeah, sounds like nonsense.com, right, Court?
that's right. That's where you go and submit your band. You can listen to the playlist that we have. All of the bands who are on Spotify who have been played are on that. Also, share, subscribe, like, follow, do all the things. It helps us a lot.
Yeah.
And
I can do
yeah.
that. I'm chewing my Lunchable
You,
right now.
what, have you ever noticed people that they eat and they just dance when they're eating?
Yeah, I do that.
I
like-
smoke a 24 karat gold joint right now. I
Oh.
smoke the whole thing.
Oh, that's
I'm
why
tearing
you're-
into my Lunchable.
Dance.
I can't wait till I get down to the Reese cup.
Oh, Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Reese's?
Reese.
Reese. Recess.
Reese's.
Oh.
Recess. Yeah, I feel like you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
And YouTube band, fuck you. That shit is a Reese Pieces. Reese Pieces.
Reese Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
You said Recess.
No.
Oh, my.
Okay,
I don't know.
moving along.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Do all the
Give us that 5-star thing.
Yeah.
Send us some candy.
Yeah, we
Oh.
would like that.
Dude, I would like that. Hey, Davey brought up a point. What is your favorite candy? Maybe a question of the week.
That's a question of the week.
A little bit like we'll save that one.
All right. yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the Sportney segment.
Segment. Wicca.
Oh boy. All right. So one thing that happened this week for me is that I posted the Trevor Noah video this week
Oh,
about
damn. You're going to get into it right now.
I'm gonna get into
All right.
it.
I like it.
about where he said, where are the good apples who are, in the video, who would police the bad apples, basically, in the videos where, people are getting hurt and all that kind of thing. So I simply shared it. And just saying that, the police department is a rotten tree it's doing what it was supposed to do, which is, the police department, if you aren't aware, historically was made up to find slaves who ran away. So anyways, I got called out for being divisive from a Christian friend for sharing that video.
Ooh.
So I had an uncomfortable conversation with a person I would have never guessed that I would have this
She's a
conversation
very sweet, nice lady.
with.
Wow.
Yeah. She's
So-
cool. She's cool.
But I am in no way saying that I am a teacher, an expert in anything anti-racism. I'm learning. I'm, following the experts and the teachers in this thing, in this situation. I just want to talk about it because I know that there are other people who are having these uncomfortable conversations with friends and family members. So that is really the biggest thing of even why I'm mentioning it. But it's really important for me to remember that in history, there were quote unquote good Christians who went along with the Nazi Party and supported slavery. I'm going to just defer to Emmanuel Ocho's quote that I heard, and that was another video that I shared, which was the uncomfortable conversations with a black man and the Petaluma Police Department. So he had, if you haven't heard of that, Google it. It's called, it's a video series called Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. And he said his very first question that he asked the police officers are, when was the last time you had a black person over to your house for dinner? And he said, his quote was, proximity breeds care. Distance breeds fear.
Huh. That's fucking...
And so I thought that was a very powerful way to start a conversation, because that is where I feel like if you are wrestling with, white supremacy and your part in it and, white privilege and all of those things, I think that those are two really important questions to ask yourself is, do you have proximity with people of color? Are you having conversations? Because just because your experience isn't the same as others doesn't mean that it is a divisive thing to share the experience of others. So
damn, Courtney.
I wanted to bring that up.
On that right there.
I just wanted to bring it up, man, because I know that others are out there are having these uncomfortable conversations, and I had one, and I wasn't mean about it. I was firm, and I said what I believed.
She also wound up coming back and going, hey, I didn't listen to the whole entire thing.
She apologized.
And I apologize, and I have those same questions.
Right.
Oh, I found some middle ground. And then she hit some QAnon bullshit in there right at the end, a little jab that Courtney skipped over. But
no, so I'm just saying, hey, you can do this without having a fight. You can do it without being mean, but still stand your ground, because I basically said I will continue to share stories of people who are being mistreated and they have a different viewpoint than me. I will continue to share those. And if that's divisive to you, I apologize, but it was not ever meant to be. It was meant to share what other people feel.
Right. And not in a dick way. I'm really tired of logging on to Facebook and seeing getting called a sheep or like a pussy or whatever because I would choose to wear my mask and be, courteous of others. You can post things and state your opinion in a decent, normal way and not be name calling and, whatever.
Right.
Because, hey, man, I'm open for a discussion. All right. You think what I'm doing is wrong? Okay. We can talk about it. But you call me a fucking pussy for wearing a mask. That's the wrong foot to get started on.
It's just really important, I think, at the end of the day, and I've said this from the day one on this podcast, is that to put yourself in another person's shoes is one of the most important things to start to have a really common ground understanding, because if you can't do that, then you need to take some internal thought, because not everybody's experience is the same as yours. Not everyone has the privileges that you do, and that there's a lot of discussion on that. And when it comes to that, basically it's like, I have privilege. I know that I do. As a white woman, I can yell at a policeman. I have done so many times, and I'm serious. And it's not like I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, but I have. And I, am not afraid when my son leaves to get pulled over. And so that is something that, is really just important to have conversations about, because that's not the experience of many black and brown men, women, and children.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Sporting segment coming down with some shit. Yeah. And, it's just like the longest haul says, punch a Nazi in the face, you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Take that misdemeanor charge. I'll bail you out.
There you
Get
go.
us up. Smell my nonsense. Hashtag it, and I'll come and bail you out.
I'm sorry. That was really heavy, but I apologize. But like I said, it happened this week, and I want to be super clear of where I stand and what I stand up for.
I think that you've been very clear before on this show, and everyone that knows you knows you're coming from a place of love. And QAnon is fake as fuck, dude.
Well, there's a documentary on that. You should watch it.
Yeah, I've got a few docs I was going to recommend right at the end here. But, Jeff, you got something you want to weigh in there? You look like you got something on your mind.
No, I'm good. I'm just taking it all in, just like everybody else.
Okay, well, I think it's maybe time we'll lighten things up a little bit before we have some Firesale and Chris come on. Maybe some fake bands, fake news stuff. You want to do that?
Fake bands, fake news.
Which one do you guys want to start with?
Fake bands.
Fake bands. Okay. I want the fake band, okay?
You want the fake band, the one that is made up.
That's right. So last week we had said, maybe it was Jeff said, awkwardly nude.
Yes.
And we were like, is awkwardly nude a band? So now I'm going to ask you, is awkwardly nude a band or is the nude party a band? Which one's fake?
awkwardly new?
Which
Nude.
one's fake? Nude party or awkwardly nude?
I feel like nude party because I think awkwardly nude is, and I think it was Will who said that.
Okay. All right. Jeff, what do you think?
I'll take awkwardly new as fake.
Okay, the nude party is real.
Oh,
Yes. This is Chevrolet van. This is your shit right here. They were in Rolling Stones and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they popped up when I looked up awkwardly nude. Let's see what they got first. Okay, I can get down with some of this. You should cover this, Will.
Well, what's it called?
Chevrolet van.
Oh, Chevrolet, yeah.
All right. Let's maybe want to hear his little vocals, and then
just stick around.
There you go. It's coming right here.
I got some free advice just the other day. It's cool. From an older relative of
I do.
mine.
I like it. All right. Yeah. So that was the nude party. You can check that out a little bit more.
The nude party.
And you can find all this stuff on Spotify and stuff. Okay. So I mean that felt like a little tame, right?
Right.
Okay. So which is the fake band? This is
Fake
the last
band.
one. I'm
Got
only
it.
doing two this time. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Cocksuckers or butt fuckers? Which one is fake?
Oh, that's so hard.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hard.
Neither. I think this is one of your
You think that they're
questions.
both fake?
Yeah. I think.
Wow.
I
No,
think you trick
cocksuckers
question.
got to be a band. That's just. I mean, that's got to be a band. I'm part of the cocksuckers. Yeah.
Jeff.
So, Courtney, you're saying they're both real?
I'm saying they're both fake.
I'm saying they're both real.
I know.
Oh.
There's got to be a butt fuckers out there, but I know cocksuckers out there too.
There's a lot of butt fuckers out there, but they haven't started a band yet. This is the Cocksuckers.
Yep.
Song
Okay,
is
today's
Cocksuckers.
game is called Play Cocksuckers Right.
Yeah. This is actually called Les Cocksuckers, but
Hey, cocksuckers.
this the fucking art is great too on this.
Proud, you look like you're so proud. You're sexy and you're
All right. You guys go out there, check out Cocksuckers for
Yeah,
yourself.
it had to be a band. Cocksuckers.
I
We'll
was
find out
like,
what it's all about.
yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Wow.
Okay, well, follow that.
Well, all right. I can't really follow that one because you are too goddamn good.
Oh, come on.
But I'm going to do my
Tell me more.
fake
Okay.
news, and my fake news today is just going to take one moment as I pull up my fake news. God damn it. Wasn't ready. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do
He's
this.
stumping us with his fake news.
Yeah.
I know this is a good one this week. Here, we do fake news, and I'm going to tell you guys three
Options.
options. You tell me what is true.
Okay. Got
Okay, you tell me what is true.
Got it.
The oldest potential dildo known to archaeology is around 28,000 years old.
Seems like it'd be older.
And she's shaking her head. The operations was, I don't understand this. The operation was billed as the biggest seize of human organs in history. Chinese customs officers seized 7,221 penises of African origin on a cargo ship from Nigeria.
The fuck is happening right now? Okay.
And number three.
Okay.
A 38-year-old female mortuary worker is being held on a $250,000 bond after becoming pregnant by one of her clients, a dead man.
I'm going true on that one.
I think the second one was true.
All the dicks,
All the organs, yeah.
all the organs, all the dicks, all the organs. Okay.
What do you got there, Jeff?
I'm a fan of all three. Great job, Will.
Okay.
I'm going to go Dicks on a Ship.
Dicks on a Ship. Now, that's a band name. Now, Courtney, as you shook your head,
find out.
I want to tell you, the oldest potential dildo is known for archaeology is around 28,000 years old.
Oh wow,
That's the
they don't
real
hold up
one?
well.
That's the real one.
Dude, chicks have been fucking themselves with stuff way before that.
Oh, I know that, but this is a found,
Wow.
you got to still think 28,000 years ago is quite a bit.
That's
you know?
a big boner.
That's interesting stuff. All right, ladies and
Such
gentlemen.
a hard boner.
We're gonna move on to three more, if you don't mind. Let's do this. The Disney character Goofy was modeled after a breed of Scottish cow.
What?
The Pentagon confirmed photographs and videos of UFOs were taken by U.S. military personnel. Mm-hmm. Michael Yeadon, who wrote that there is absolutely no need for vaccines to extinguish the pandemic, was once Pfizer's chief scientific officer.
God damn it, man.
I would have to say that one because it seems so crazy.
The alien one I know is true.
Oh. Okay.
Jeff?
What are we identifying on this one? The
true one.
True.
I think the Pfizer guy.
I mean, that seems like it, but no, the Pentagon said, they confirmed aliens.
I feel like Will is, and he's done a great job on this, where it gets super close to something,
Right.
but that's.
And then he changes one little.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go goofy cow.
The United States Department of Defense has confirmed that a widely seen night vision video showing unidentified pyramid-shaped flying objects filmed by military personnel aboard the Navy destroyer USS Russell in July 2019 is authentic.
Wow.
Damn, I am more impressed with how you didn't fuck up any of those words.
I know!
That was amazing.
You want to know what it is?
That was
What is
Because
it?
I'm drinking a little bit.
Oh yeah, you settled
Just
into
the
it.
nerves.
The nerves and everything.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
alcohol.
yeah, aliens.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like everyone's like aliens exist, and people are like, yeah, but we can't leave our house and Netflix, right? So
Right.
like, I'm like, but aliens, dude, fucking government says there's aliens.
Well, yeah.
Seems
that's
crazy. Okay.
No, they didn't say they're aliens. They said there is UFOs.
Yeah, unidentified objects. Flying
Yeah,
objects.
aliens.
We know more about the ocean.
Oh my God. Last one.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Remember, I want the true one, okay? Here we go. There are no apples in McDonald's apple pie.
Oh my God.
A Boeing B-17 bomber from World War II was found in the jungle with coffee still in the thermoses. What? The McRib is made from pink slime, like McDonald's chicken nuggets. The McRib sometimes gets a bad rap for how it's made, but McDonald's is open about the McRib process, which includes forming meat into rib-shaped bricks. So yes,
That is true.
the shape isn't real, but
It's still pink slime.
yeah.
yeah.
You just read the answer, huh?
No, I didn't.
No, I think that one's true. The
Yeah.
McRib. But dang, the coffee, that would be amazing.
Yeah, the coffee thing is
Because
interesting.
it's such a weird little tidbit.
I am feeling like the McRib is the one. I feel like you slipped a little bit.
What do you think there?
I'm gonna go with the coffee.
The bomber was found 30 years
No
later.
way.
Coffee still remained inside the thermoses of the cockpit.
That's fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
That's a good thermoses. They don't make shit like that
No,
anymore.
they don't. But that's crazy.
That's like when Indiana Jones got in that refrigerator and
Oh,
the bomb
God.
blasted him. Like, they don't make you couldn't do that in this refrigerator.
Well, first of all, you couldn't. You're not gonna. Fucking refrigerator's not gonna survive a nuclear. Anyways,
I don't know. That one did.
it was a movie.
Yeah, I mean, he was also being. It's so stupid. He was also chasing the cars while swinging from tree to tree.
Yeah, no.
And then the fucking
Okay.
monkey had the same haircut as him.
Yeah, I know. It's
He
awesome.
always tries to stifle me. It's amazing. Here goes. So that's the fake news of the week.
Yeah, you good job, Will. Good job, Will.
And that's
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you guys did not get. You were like, no,
No.
there's apples in McDonald's pies.
I
Yeah,
thought,
I mean,
I
it
thought
seems-
that one was true too for a minute. I was like,
I don't know.
bet
The
there's
McRib
no-
thing does seem like it's just pink slime.
I thought it was.
I mean, didn't
don't know.
we? I brought one to you recently.
It's so
it was delicious. You
disgusting.
loved it.
It's so disgusting.
All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and get into our third song here. It's Firesale, and then afterwards we're going to talk to Chris.
Cool. I'm looking forward to
let's
it.
get into it.
Where have they gone? And who are you? Guess we're predisposed to find something new. When you get there, I hope it's beautiful. Where all the green is lush and never decompose. But your guilt catches up. This is your new body.
Well, thanks, Chris, for joining us today, man. We just listened to your Firesale song.
Yeah, very
How
good.
stoked are you on that, man?
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. We're really excited to start the press machine and start talking about stuff. I haven't done this for like a decade. So
Well, you've been on the other side of the microphone.
yeah, that's the thing. Like I just did 2 podcast episodes today, and this to me is so much easier because I'm being asked questions. I like this. I didn't know how much I like this until I started doing it again.
Right. Yeah, asking the questions is much harder. You could take like from us and just have random shit. You know, Sometimes I don't even write down questions. That's how pro I am.
No.
Well, you know, actually, I'm going to just do this right now.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about questions, I'm going to give you a rapid fire. Okay. We get into this a little bit later, but we're going to start off with this right now. So, Chris, I'm going to give you 10 questions. Okay?
10 questions.
And
okay,
it's just all you do is go yes, no, or whatever you want. You know.
Okay.
And we can get into it afterwards if you want to on any of the questions.
All right, here we go. I'm going to start with number 10 and work down. Here we go. Have you ever woke up in a place and not know where you are?
Yes, actually, I have. Do you want me to elaborate or just
No.
say yes?
You can elaborate at the end. We're going to do rapid fire, and then we can talk about whatever ones at the end.
Okay.
Do you sing in the shower?
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Neutral. I'm skeptical, but it's possible.
Do you sleep naked?
Boxers.
Do you like to cook?
Do I like to cook? Yes, I do.
Do you have crazy dreams?
I don't remember my dreams ever, maybe once a year.
Do you have any anxieties?
I have anxieties about releasing music again after a decade, yes.
Do you get nervous before playing a show?
Never.
Do you like what? Okay. do you like to read?
I do like to read, yes. I wish I did it more.
Have you ever egged or teepeed a house?
Yes, I have.
And do you believe in Bigfoot?
I didn't until recent shows I've watched.
Oh!
I think there might be something we don't know about out there. I'm not going to firmly say yes, but I'm on the fence.
Get
I'm on the
to-
fence.
I'm going to say we have an expert on the show. Chris, share your proof.
Yeah.
We're ready. We
Of
want to believe.
Bigfoot? Yeah, okay. So I've never seen Bigfoot, but my wife and I are one of our kind of, I guess it's not a guilty pleasure. A lot of people do it. We watch a lot of those kind of cryptid shows or the paranormal video shows.
Sure.
And man, the last couple weeks they've shown some videos of Bigfoot stuff that
Really?
I can't explain, and I've been able to kind of explain stuff up until this point, but it's starting to get to me a little bit.
There you go. That's my guy right here,
Wow.
dude. Yeah, I'm all in. I'm 100% Bigfoot. Yeah.
Well, Chris, I thank you for your honesty.
Where are you guys located at, by the way?
We're in Santa Barbara,
So Solvang?
Solvang, California.
Okay.
You know, just north of it. Yeah, and Jeff's out there in North Carolina.
Oh, awesome! My Santa Barbara is great. I mean, North Carolina is great too. But the singer Chris Rowe from the band I used to be in, the Ataris, used to own a record store on Haley Street called Down on Haley in Santa Barbara.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Totally know.
It's super cool.
Yeah, Ataris are locals around here.
Yeah.
And then, not to get back into this question, but I heard that you said that you don't get nervous before a show?
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's kind
fucking
of
crazy.
weird. Well, no, I started playing guitar when I was about 7 or 8, and my whole life I started playing shows when I was probably 13, and everyone I've ever met has stage fright or they have anxiety. I don't have that thing. I don't have that filter of really caring what people. I care what people think about this new record,
Right.
but I don't really care about. I mean, I care about the live show. I want it to be good, but I've never ever felt any kind of stage fright or anything.
I
That's
so
awesome.
wish I had that. I wish I had what you have, because to me, any show, I don't even care. If I've done a whole bunch of shows. I still get anxiety, and it tears me up.
I don't, for the most part. Every now and again, I will. Even doing this podcast, every now and again, one guest or one thing will just give me we had Warren Fitzgerald of the Vandals on, and I just stewed. I just stewed on it. I couldn't let go. So then when it was time to go, I was like, I'm nervous, before playing a big show, but that's so rare. I'm 1 in 100 or something of those kind of things.
Yeah.
I get made fun of on my podcast because they say I'm a fanboy, but I mean,
Who isn't?
I've got like Chris from Propaganda and Fat Mike. Like, of course.
Oh,
of course.
Exactly.
dude. Yeah, isn't that why we started these things too? You know, it's because I'm a fanboy. I love fucking punk rock music, dude, and I love talking to people about it. So yeah, whatever, dude. When else are you gonna get the chance to nerd out until you're talking to Chris?
Well, Chris, listen. A question for you is: how'd you get yourself? What made you get motivated? And I hear you're on your 150th episode, and that I think is almost 3 years on your own podcast. Which is fantastic, by the way.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
fantastic.
Thank you.
What made you get into interviewing or wanting to be in a podcast and wanting to reach out and talk? You know, I mean, this is hard for me, and I'm wondering how you got involved in this.
Well, it was really weird. Like, so right when my son was born, my wife and I were living in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I was playing in a cover band. It was basically, I was down there for an entertainment job, like a corporate job.
Right.
But after that kind of ended, I decided to play music again. But on the beach down there, you can play 6 nights a week and you can make a really good living. You just have to play stupid Journey covers.
Right. Fuck, man. Will can't fucking stand it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I know.
So it was fun, and what we had to do was, you know, it wasn't really touring. Like if we had to go play in New Orleans, you just had to drive the 6 hours or whatever. We drove every night. No, we didn't have one vehicle. It wasn't like a normal touring kind of situation. And when you're getting ready to go somewhere to play music for 3 hours or 4 hours, I just didn't want to listen to music on the way there. So my friends, I wasn't even really aware of what podcasts were. I've always heard the name. I didn't have any idea. So my friend said, you should check out How Did This Get Made, this comedy podcast about movies. And so I got into that. And then through the app, I found my buddy Shane from Silverstein had lead singer syndrome, and my buddy Dewey, who used to be in Anatomy of a Ghost, he had Pure Pleasure. And so I started listening to all these music podcasts and comedy podcasts. And then, you know, fast forward a couple years of becoming a huge podcast nerd. I talked about it so much that my wife was like, you kind of know a lot of people in the industry. Why don't you do it? You love talking.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it was kind of spearheaded by that. So what I did was I got my little digital Rolodex out, and I'm like, okay, I know people that I'm scared to talk to. And then I know people that are my friends that might have people that want to listen to them talk. So I put together like 10 names on a list. I emailed all of them. They all said yes.
Awesome.
I recorded those 10. And that was probably a month or two before I even figured out how to upload anything or how to do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And the first 10 episodes kind of took off, and I was, you know, promoting on Facebook and all the same bullshit you normally promote on. And it just kind of went from there. And like Jabberjaw, which was the network I used to be on, which kind of changed hands and is now Sound Talent. They were kind of in touch with me and talking to me about the show after my 5th episode. So
Cool.
it kind of blew up out of nowhere. Like, it's a lot of work and I love doing it, but I go back and listen to those first like 10 or 20 episodes and I was horrible. I was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the same thing. We just stumble through it. You know, we're just bored, quarantine. We're all friends, and like we're like, I don't know. I've talked to each one of these guys individually. Like, maybe we should do a podcast. We didn't even know what it was going to be about. We didn't know that we were going to do interviews at all.
Yeah, we didn't want to do interviews. That was never going to be a thing for us. So.
And you know, sometimes we don't do interviews, but you know,
I like it when it's more natural. Like one of my really good friends that does Pure Pleasure, Dewey Halpus. He's on the same network with me. He's kind of helped me when I was starting out how to figure out how to do stuff, and we have different styles. He doesn't prepare at all, and he just starts talking. So like he might have Chino from the Deftones on, but you get 2 minutes of Deftones talk and the rest is about whatever.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah.
But what I tend to do is I over prepare. I have like 2 or 3 pages of notes, and I might not use any of those notes, but I don't like there to be that awkward, like they get done talking, you've listened the whole time, and then you don't know what to ask. I like to have a reference.
Yeah.
Right.
So we talk about the new record and all the bullshit you're supposed to talk about, but I've been told by a lot of people that listen and by a lot of artists that have been on my show that they enjoy it because it is so natural and it doesn't feel like a normal interview.
That's
you know?
awesome.
Well, and you brought it up, like, sorry, and I know Jeff wants to ask some questions, but I'm going to jump in again. You said, like, whatever, you just had Fat Mike on, and I know you just had Milo on, too. The questions that you asked for Fat Mike were crazy. I listened to those episodes.
Oh, yeah. Great
Like,
episode.
you got so technical with him, you know, like music theory and those things. And even he said, he's like, these questions are so refreshing, you know, because it was so specific.
Right.
You know, and like as a musician and stuff, I'm listening to it, I'm going, yes, because, you know, I'm just imagining myself interviewing him, and he was like, we normally get bullshit questions. I'm like, well, that's what I would have done. It's the bullshit questions, not serious stuff. So I think it's fucking awesome.
It's great.
You're natural at this, man.
I really, these people that come on the show, I mean, there's been a couple people where publicists will hit me up and, hey, do you like this person? I'm like, well, I don't know much about them, but I really like the new record, and I'll have them on. It's kind of like a normal thing. But with someone like Fat Mike or these guys that I grew up listening to that kind of changed my life, I've been preparing since I was in high school to ask questions to these guys.
Right.
So good.
That
So
makes-
like, yeah, I want to know about the new record, but I want to know, like, why did you start the record off with a 6-minute song? Like, how do you write stuff? Like, I don't know, as a songwriter myself and somebody that these people inspired me, I'll ask the normal bullshit questions, but I've got a list of stuff that I want to know that I hope people think is interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Totally.
Well, Chris, when you saw me fall off my chair, I want to let you know that I forgot that you could see me. I forgot you're watching. So I did a sneeze, and then I went down to cover my legs and sit there for a while. I just wanted you to know that was a sneeze, and that I wasn't trying to vomit or do something weird.
Powerful sneeze.
I figured that you meant to do all of it. You're just trying, you know, the comic relief for the show.
No, I was not trying to get you off on that. I'll tell you that. By the way,
We'll get you off later.
you got
Don't worry.
a great voice, just to let you know.
Yeah, that was actually going to be one of my questions. Have you ever considered doing like voice work, like Audible books and, you know, TV spots and those kind of things? Because you do have a very soothing and radio friendly voice.
Yes.
That is one of the weird things that has kind of come out of this. Like, nothing has really taken shape yet, but there are some people in that industry that somehow or another have heard my show.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a little bit of interest in that. That is something I wouldn't mind going down that road.
Right.
But it hasn't taken shape yet, but there has been a little bit of interest. I did, when I got out of college for about a year, I was a morning guy at a classic rock radio station.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that kind of honed it a little bit. I've always had a deeper voice. I never liked the way my voice sounded until I had 150 hours of it on the internet. But yeah, I mean, that's something that I would love to do. And who knows? It might be happening at some point.
That's
Fucking
awesome.
At him, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you're being quiet. I'm sorry. We keep cutting you off. You have any?
You guys are having a good time. Along for the ride. So you talked about that you are a podcast fan. What are a couple of the podcasts you're listening to? You're also a music fan. So what are a couple of the bands you're listening to? Turn us on to something.
Well, podcasts right now, I mean, there are like the more mainstream ones that I really love, like Conan Needs a Friend, Conan O'Brien's
Yeah.
podcast. I don't even care who the guest is. Like, if I don't know who it is, because I love Conan, I grew up watching him, you know.
He is brilliant.
But I still listen to How Did This Get Made, even if I haven't seen the movie. It's still funny to me. I love Jason Mantzoukas. I love that whole crew. Music podcast, I listen to. I'm a big Metallica fan. That's kind of the band that changed my life. Like, I got into punk rock because of them, because
Right.
they always wore Misfits shirts.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Fuck
So even though, you know, maybe I don't put them on all the time, they're still the band that did it for me. So there's 2 Metallica podcasts I listen to, and I've actually become friendly with the guys that do it because of my show.
Oh, sick.
It's Speak and Destroy is a really good one. It's my buddy Ryan Downey. He's actually from Indiana, and that's where I live now. And Metal Up Your Podcast, which is
Both great names for podcasts.
oh, I know. And Metal Up Your Podcast is amazing. It's this
Yeah.
Ethan Luck, who used to be in the band Reliant K.
Okay.
They're kind of
Yeah.
a punkier band that did some damage in the industry. And this guy named Clint Wells, who plays, and he's like a session guy for country artists, but every week they talk for 2 or 3 hours about Metallica, and it's just it's my favorite thing in the world, and I listen to it all the time. But that's kind of what takes up most of my time. I also listen to my buddy Dewey's show, Pure Pleasure, and 100 Words or Less with Ray Harkins. He used to be in a band called Taken. It's a really great. He has bands like punk rock bands, hardcore bands, metal bands, and he kind of highlights mental health, which is a pretty cool thing to do. Because when you're touring all the time and you're crazy enough to have this be your life, mental health is going to enter into the picture. So I'm glad that he highlights that on his show.
That's great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And as far as did you have another question before I do the bands?
No, go for it.
Bands it's a mixed bag for me. I really, really love this band called Ship Thieves, which is Chris Waller from Hot Water Music's other band.
We just got their vinyl last week.
Yep.
Dude, I had to, it's amazing. I had to buy the second pressing. I missed the first pressing, but I got it too. But I love that band. I'm listening to that a lot. One of my favorite bands of all time is this band called Lucero.
Yeah.
I don't know, like some people have heard of them, some haven't. They kind of started as a punk band, became kind of an alternative country whatever band. But I love them, and they just put out a new record, and it's amazing. Lately, I've been listening to the new No Effects record just because I was preparing for the Mike episode, and it's. I mean, a lot of people think, whatever they want to think about No Effects, but that new record is killer, man.
Man, I haven't not listened to the whole thing yet. I've only listened to bits and pieces of it. I don't know why. I was just asked yesterday about it too. Did you listen to that whole album? And I was like, fuck, I don't know why I haven't gotten to it. I don't know. I got to get to it.
Did you watch
It's worth it. It's worth it, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Isn't there a documentary out there of Lucero?
I think there is a documentary. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but I remember seeing it. It's from a few years back, but it's really, really good.
I opened up for Lucero.
I was gonna say that seems like a band that you would play with.
It would.
That's it. The end.
Okay.
Cool story.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a question here. So, knowing what you know now, this many years into your podcast, what are things that you would have told yourself at the beginning of the podcast, like when you were first starting out?
I would have told myself to relax, because that is the one thing, like you guys ask me about, do I get nervous about going on stage? Mm-hmm. I don't get nervous about that, but for some reason, even if it's someone that I'm like, it's not Fat Mike or it's not Milo, it's somebody that maybe is a more of a peer or
contemporary,
even a friend. Mm-hmm. The idea that it's going out, like when I first started, I didn't know if anybody was going to listen, so I didn't really care. When I started getting numbers that kind of blew my mind, I'm like, oh my God, like things that I say, people are emailing and saying stuff on social media like an inside joke, like people are actually listening.
Right.
And then you start to kind of, because I mean, when you record a record, you worry about when you put it out what the response is going to be. I mean, I don't really care because I'm doing it for me and the guys in the band. We're doing it for ourselves first and foremost, but you want to have a good reception. When you do a podcast, you're going to do one like a week later.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a lot of time to kind of, like, if you put out a record, it's there and it's done, and you're not going to remaster it. You're not going to remix. It's done. Mm-hmm. The podcast is this evolving thing. So I don't know. At the beginning, I didn't care. Then I started to care a lot. Mm-hmm. And I was like editing out and like just being super, super anal about everything. And I had to get away from that to now I'll edit the episode. So like if someone coughs or whatever, like I take that out because I want it to sound good. Mm-hmm. But when I'm doing my intro, if I flub a word or I mess up, I just fuck it, man. Like
I leave all that shit in. I think it's funny. I think it's like a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. If you just leave it in, like fuck it, send it.
Well, I used to kind of attack it like I was recording a record. And when you record a record, you want to kind of do another take or edit together stuff because you want it to sound right. And I got away from that. And I wish I would have known earlier on in doing the podcast that people are going to listen if they like the guest, but then people are going to stick around if they like you as a host.
Right.
Does it make you feel weird that people know so much about you, like strangers, because you put out so much of your personal life?
It's really weird. My daughter was born with a cleft palate, and when she had her surgery to correct that, it was the biggest thing in my life at that point, and I was talking about it every week leading up to it. Mm-hmm. And then I had to take a week or two off when she had her surgery. And then when I came back, and I mean, I got emails from Singapore and Japan and Australia, and people saying, you know, I'm praying for your daughter. We love you. Come back. And I mean, that's the thing. It's so weird. And I'm a fairly private person, but the podcast, it just feels like I'm talking to friends. It's a strange thing. It's a really cool community that, of course there's trolls out there that say shit. And
Sure.
I've been in bands my whole life, and there's always been trolls that say shit. So that doesn't really bother me, but there's so many people that listen to my show that are supportive of everything I do. And man, it's a nice little boost when you're not having a good day if someone sends you an email or someone calls the hotline or whatever. You know?
Right.
For sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should switch gears a little bit now and talk about your band, dude.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the song is awesome.
Yeah.
The one song. So I guess first question from me is, did you guys record a full album and you guys are just going to release some singles and do the whole thing, or are you going piece by piece? What's going on with that?
Well, it's kind of a weird band because what happened was, you know, we had the pandemic and everybody was on lockdown, and I hadn't really written a song in close to 10 years.
Whoa.
And the song that you're hearing is the first thing that I've written in almost 10 years.
No fucking way. That's crazy, man.
Very cool,
Yeah.
though.
And what I did was one night, literally in one night, I got the chord structure. I played to just like a metronome and like kind of put it together with fake drums. And I really, really liked it. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't know if anybody would ever hear it. And I sent it to my buddy, Brian Churlo, who is, he's won a bunch of Grammys for Justin Bieber and Paramore and all kinds of crap. I sent it to him to see what he thought. And he's like, oh, this is really good. And after that, I kind of sent it to some other friends, and Matt Riddle, who used to be in Face to Face and No Use for a Name. He's like, I'll play on it. And that blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, dude. That's a
Like,
big get.
He's literally right under Cliff Burton from Metallica for my favorite bass player.
Awesome, dude.
And I tell him that all the time, and he goes, dude, one day I'm going to beat Cliff. I'm going to take his spot. But so then I had a bass player, and then I'm like, wow, maybe I could actually do something. It was just one song. And my buddy Pedro from this band Amberetta out of Richmond, Virginia, he was also in a band called Fun Size that
Heck
had
yeah.
some,
That is Courtney's shit right
I
there.
saw them when I was 16 years old. I loved them.
I've played with Fun Size a bunch
Yeah.
too and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, they're a great band. And I've known Pedro for a while, and we reconnected through the podcast.
Super
And
cool.
he was down to sing, and I love his voice. And then, you know, Brian, who was putting everything together, the producer guy, he was like, well, you got to play like another guitar part. And me being kind of greedy, I'm like, I could write another guitar part to the song, or I could just try to get one of my friends to do it so I'd have a band.
Right.
And at that point, we had a drummer that, like, Tucker from Thursday played on the like initial demo, but Tucker's so busy, I didn't want to like, hey, do you want to be in this band? Like,
Right.
he had stuff going on, so he kind of did it as a favor to me.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I hit up Tim from Protest the Hero, who's a buddy of mine, and I knew he loved punk rock, even though he's in this like progressive metal band.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, dude, I'd love to play on that. So then, like, I had a band.
That's amazing.
And then the idea was, well, we have one song. so what are we going to do? And then, like, in the next few months, like, I wrote another song, and then I wrote another song, and then Matt sent some songs he wrote, and then Tim sent a piano part that I took and I made into a punk song, and it just kind of took on this life of its own. And then we named the band, and things were going really well. And we didn't know what we were going to do. We thought maybe just throw it up online or whatever. And then just through the grapevine, because of people that know the podcast and know me, I talked a little bit on the show. Labels started hitting me up and like requesting to hear it. And that kind of blew me away. And I sent it to them, and there was 4 or 5 that were interested, and we settled on Spam Records, SBAM. They're out of Austria. They've done all kinds of great bands. And Stefan, the guy that owns the label, he does art for like Blink 182 and NoFX and Fall Out Boy and all these different bands. And yeah, we just decided that we're going to give it a go and try to make it a real band. But everything was recorded remotely.
Right. So have you met in person all together ever?
Never.
Wow.
And I mean, I know Matt. I met Matt on Warped Tour back in like the early 2000s. You know, I've met Tim. We've all kind of we know of each other. Some of us have been in each other's presence and shared the same air, but it hasn't been that way since the incarnation of this band. And that's kind of cool to me. I've never done it that way. But I mean, when you're a recording engineer, you're a musician, as long as you play to a metronome, you play to a click track.
Yeah.
You just send the stuff and somebody plays their part. And the best part of this band is that even though the first few songs were songs that I wrote, it's not like my band. Like, we all have equal say. I'll send something. There's no input. Like, you put whatever you want on it and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's fucking great.
That's super cool.
I mean,
Yeah, like,
you
I
got
don't-
pro players though, so that, you know, you got some of
But dude, if you send a song to Matt Riddle and he asks, what do you want? All we tell him is, I want it to sound like Matt Riddle played on the song.
Yeah, totally, dude. That's fucking awesome. Jeff, you got any last questions for Chris here?
What are you looking forward to the most once the COVID's behind us?
I'm looking forward to, it's kind of a double-edged sword because when COVID goes away, live music comes back. We've had quite a few offers to do like Japan and Europe and Australia and different places. And it's been so long since I've been on tour that I'm looking forward to that. I love traveling. I've been out to over 70 countries in my life as far as like playing music and vacation and whatever. I'm a big traveler, but I also have toddlers.
Right.
And I've never been married or had children while I was in an active band.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so
brutal.
I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Europe. I want to do all this stuff, but I've never been away from my kids for more than a couple days.
Right.
And I know it's going to be tough, but we've decided as a band that we're only going to do things that kind of make sense for the band. Like, we're going to, maybe a week or two tops, and we're going to try to make it work because we all have jobs. We all have families. We're all, late 30s to early 50s. So, I mean, there's we're not spring chickens. We're not going to sleep on floors and shit. Like,
Fuck
we're
no,
gonna,
dude. I'm over that
Right.
shit too.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But that's what I'm looking forward to that. And I mean, I'm looking forward to holding our record. The first thing that's coming out is just a 7-inch that's got 2 songs. And then we just started cutting drums and like basic tracks for the rest of the full length the other day.
oh, good.
So there will be a full length. The first offering that's going to be coming out, I think pre-sale will start in a couple weeks, is our 7-inch, which will have the song that you guys have heard and then another song. And I want everybody that is listening, you guys too, if you haven't seen the video, it's the first video I've ever made.
oh,
And
really?
I'm very, very proud of it, and I want people to check it out.
Dude, I haven't seen it. I'm going to go check it out.
We will post that for sure.
I'll post that,
Definitely.
yeah,
Courtney,
awesome.
you got any last questions for Chris?
I do. So you've been in, many bands with many band members. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about that.
Okay.
So what band member would you want to make you a dinner?
Fucking good question.
Out of all the band members
All
I've
of the
had,
band members you've had, you'd prefer that person to make you dinner.
I feel like you're going to get him in trouble almost.
And they're
Well, no,
probably listening.
can it be a band member that has made me dinner?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so when I was in the Ataris, when I joined the Ataris, I joined with my best friend. His name's Brian Nelson, and he was in the band a lot longer than I was, and now he is the sound guy for Baroness, and his fiance is the tour manager for Baroness. And I don't get to see Brian as much as I used to, but I just love the dude. I've known him since we played Little League together.
Oh, cool.
And
Cool.
Brian is a wonderful cook.
All right.
And he has cooked for me a few times back in the day. And I would think out of all of the miscreant guys that I've played music with, he would probably be the only one I would want to cook for me. Or Pedro from Fun Size, the new singer in Firesale.
Okay.
I see the stuff that he puts online, so I think that would be good. We have a Discord server for the band, and we have a sub thread that's called pizza.
Oh, really?
And everyone in the band really likes to cook pizza, and there's just pictures of all the creations that we've made.
Oh,
And
shit.
Tim from Protest the Hero, the pizza he put up there the other day, it had a fried egg on top of it. Looked awesome.
Dude.
Oh, man.
I've yet to have it that way, man.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've seen it.
All right. What band member would you trust to pick out a tattoo for you?
Pick out a tattoo for me.
Yeah.
This is going to be not a very interesting question because I have so many tattoos, I don't care.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Anybody could pick out anything.
Okay.
And I would get it. Like I tell my wife all the time, like when I go to the tattoo shop, because my good buddy Jacob Harrison, he owns Permanence Tattoo Gallery here in Indiana. They sponsor the podcast, and through that, and we're friends. Sometimes I just go over and I just let him do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I tell my wife, I'm like, just pick something out for me. I'll get anything. I don't care.
All right.
If my kid like signed his name or something, I'd get that. It doesn't matter to me.
I've decided that my whole right leg is just for trash tattoos. Anyone can pick anything. It's good. Go right there on that right leg.
All right, I'll do one more. What band member would you call in case of an emergency?
What band member would I call in case of an emergency?
Like if you had an emergency, who's your first pick?
Are you saying like out of all the bands or my current band?
All the bands.
All the bands.
All the bands.
I'm probably gonna go back to Brian. I mean,
Okay.
He's the homie. I mean, Little League together.
Yeah, that's true.
well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like we went to school together and played Little League together. We owned a recording studio together.
Oh,
we
shit.
played music together. He's one of the smartest people that I've ever met in my entire life, most responsible people. And yeah, I would say any issue I had, he would be the first one I would ask because he would probably be able to help.
That's awesome.
That's really
And
cool.
he could cook while
He's
there.
a great cook. Yes.
Attending to the emergency. Hey, actually, the emergency is I need you in the kitchen, bro.
And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take back him being the cook because I just thought he lives in Arizona now and we haven't really eaten together for many years and he's now vegetarian and I am not.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not saying he wouldn't cook a good meal. I'm just saying I don't know if I would be into it.
Do you think he'd cook a mean-ass steak being a vegetarian, though?
He might be able to cook. Yeah, I think he would still cook me a
He'd
steak.
still hook you up? That's nice.
Yeah.
That's real friendship.
That's
But
good
I've-
friendship.
I've got guys in Firesale that should own their own pizzeria, so I'm good, man.
That's awesome.
All right, man. I got one last question for you before we let you go. Well,
Okay.
I guess it's a two-parter, really. So, I mean, you've got the music stuff that you've been doing your whole life, and now the podcast. What would you like your legacy to be? You know, if you could be remembered for something, what would that be? And follow-up question to put on top of that: what would you like your funeral song to be?
What would I like my what song to be?
Funeral song.
That's a hard one.
On my funeral, that's not a hard one at all. I'll start with funeral song right
Okay.
now.
All right, let's do it.
I would like Orion by Metallica to be my funeral song.
I thought you were gonna get Metallica, dude. If you're
It's,
listening to 2-3 hours of Metallica talk a week, yeah.
Well, dude, I'll tell you before I get into the whole legacy thing. That song, Orion, it's got the crazy like heavy stuff, and then it goes into this pretty melodic, almost classical type thing. Cliff Burton wrote it. It's got that amazing bass line, and it's an instrumental. So if I'm at my funeral, I want something to represent something I really loved, and I don't want there to be words because I don't want people to misinterpret the words.
Oh.
So I think then, and plus, literally, since I was about 15, I've told people I want that played at my funeral. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're ready for this one.
So that's gonna happen. As far as the legacy thing, that's a hard one, man, because when you become a dad, things change.
Right.
And my whole life, music has always been the biggest thing in my life. And then you get married and you have kids, and then your family becomes the biggest thing in your life. And that's where this band, I love it and I want it to be successful, but I don't want that to come at the cost of anything with my kids or my wife. So my legacy, I want to be the best husband and best father that I can be. And I want my kids to, know they can always come to me. And if my kids want to be musicians, cool. I'm not pushing them into that because it's a hard life.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think being a dad is the biggest legacy for me. As far as music and podcasting and anything professional, I just want people to remember me as a nice guy that isn't full of bullshit. And I'm doing this because of the passion for conversation and for the passion of music. And I mean, as well as I do, it doesn't matter unless you're Joe Rogan, you're not buying a house with your podcast money.
Yeah, right.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I mean, it's
awesome.
just, I love creating stuff, whether it's music or podcasts or or whatever it is. And I'd like to be remembered that way. But being a dad is a big deal for me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for spending some Sunday time with us.
Thank you for spending your
We're gonna
Sunday.
Let you go back to your kids, and 2 podcasts today. You're a champion, dude.
Yeah.
I got to do it on the weekends, man. I teach guitar full time, so all week I can't do anything.
I hear you.
All right. Well,
Word.
thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
We
man.
appreciate it very much.
That one time on tour with Chris. Check it out.
That's right.
Yes.
And
And
Firesale.
Firesale.
Yep. And we're gonna post all that stuff. on
All the
everything.
links.
Firesaleisaband.com.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks again, Chris.
All
Peace out, guys.
Deuces.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, dude. Later.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Man, that was fucking
That
awesome.
was
That was a
super
good
cool.
interview.
I had a bunch more questions for him, but
I know.
dude, the guy can go and go.
Yeah,
Like,
he's,
dude, 2 podcasts already, and then
That was amazing to me.
dude, that's a lot, man. Just doing the one in one day for us, man. I'm tired.
I
after
know I get
everything.
tired, but that's awesome. And like you said, he has to work during the week, so he makes it
Get it?
happen.
He's a hustler, dude.
Yes,
he
he
is.
is.
Pretty
Fucking
impressive.
Super cool. So this week, when I didn't hustle, I watched some TV, like I was saying. So I watched a few things over the last couple weeks. This is My Chef Presents.
Oh,
The Tekashi 6ix9ine documentary
okay.
is great.
Now, he is a rapper that has rainbow teeth and hair
Right.
and 69 all over him.
Yep.
And he's in a
What's it
trial.
on?
And he's in trial.
No, he went to prison and stuff.
Oh, he did?
But he ratted on everyone and got out.
That's what it was.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. The whole like
I think it's on Netflix.
No, I think it's HBO.
Okay.
Yeah, HBO Max. You can get it, but like, fuck, it's so interesting. They call it like Making of a Villain or something like that. The guy's a turd, but like,
Is he?
It's so interesting,
He
dude.
just stole from people and stuff.
Dude,
and
he's just
he just
a
wasn't.
dumb kid, you know. Like in the end of it, but damn it, like, fucking with fire, dude.
Is he still going to be famous, though?
He's famous right now. I'm talking about him right now.
Well, I mean, is he still successful or?
No, never the way he was. He can never.
Yeah.
Still gonna have those face tattoos though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is. But I think like that's the biggest thing is like he burned so many bridges, so many bridges.
It's
that,
crazy. I
Really?
mean, the way he got to where he was by being that fucking crazy, you know, and
Right.
doing that. But then, you know, man,
Wow.
you gotta watch it. It's super interesting.
What's it called, you said?
Tekashi 6ix9ine Making of a Villain, I believe is what it's called.
I thought you were going to, when you first said that, I thought you were going to talk about a beer.
oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah, Tekaki.
Yeah, that's Tecate.
Or Tecate. I just said
Yeah.
Bukaki or something.
Yeah, and then we also watched another one. This is on Netflix. This is a Robbery. Do you know about that,
yeah.
Will?
No,
Oh, dude,
no.
Will, you probably
Really?
already know everything about it. Actually,
No, I
It's-
don't.
No, it's
Oh, dude,
about the
you've got
biggest
to
art
watch it.
heist in like ever.
Oh,
I
in
think
Boston.
in the world. I think in the
Really?
world. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
During
dude.
St. Patty's Day, it happened. Yeah, you got to watch it.
It is fantastic.
Oh, they
too.
went through the floor.
No.
No.
No, they just pretended to be police officers, knocked on the door, and the security guards let them in.
Got to watch it.
Oh.
It's great.
I'll watch it.
They
Patty's Day in Boston, the cops were busy.
Yes.
What about what day? What year? What decade?
Ooh, this is the 80s.
No, so it was in 1995, I think. Then when that happened, but you just got to watch it.
Okay,
There's so
okay.
Yeah, I
many-
don't want to give away.
All
right.
Like it does get crazy, twisty turny. They think the mob's involved. The fucking what is
And they're
that?
still gone.
Really?
What's
Oh,
that
dang,
Irish
I probably
IRA
shouldn't
or
have said
whatever?
that.
Like they're like everyone is got these things that could be happening. Like they really think it was mob related and whatever. It's wild,
Well, I'm going to look into that.
crazy stuff on that one. I really like that one.
This is a robbery.
This is a robbery.
This is a robbery that's on Netflix.
Trending on Netflix, it'll come up right away.
You would think so, yeah. You didn't see it, Jeff?
I'm aware of it. I have not watched it though. I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a lot, so like you gotta buckle up. There's a lot of info to kind of take in,
and it's one of those that
you.
you have to pay attention to. You know,
Yeah.
it's not one of those that you can zone out on.
It's not a zone out, be on your phone one.
I won't watch it for a while.
And then I'm bringing it back up, man. Q, Into the Storm, also on HBO Max. If you want to know stuff about QAnon, it's wild. It stuck with me, this one. So I'm re-recommending that one to check
All right.
out.
Very good.
And something I forgot in retractions revisions before we get out of here is, Jeff, have you used your hair to clean your hands at all this week?
No.
That was interesting.
No? That was just a one-time deal?
Hopefully it was just, well, the pollen's gone, so I don't really have to
Yeah.
think of something quickly because and clearly I didn't very well.
Wait,
But I did tell another friend, and they just said, "Who are you?"
It's a fucking weird move. I thought about this week. I had something dirty, and I was like, "Do I use my hair?" Looking at
you
my
don't
hands.
have as
No.
much hair as him, though.
No is the answer.
Would you? I saw this 90-day fiance, and the guy puts mayonnaise in his hair.
What?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Would you ever? I mean, I guess it's a natural conditioner. Would you ever think of putting mayonnaise in your hair?
Nope.
No.
You don't want to think about that, maybe?
Yeah.
No.
If if you presented something to me like, "Hey, I just read this,"
Yeah. Okay.
I mean that might be a way to get me to try it, but
How
on
about
my own, not a chance.
one more question? If you had a little food particle on your mouth, or a little bit of mayonnaise or mustard or something kind of like that, would you use your hair to wipe that up?
If it's on my mouth, that's what my tongue's for.
Oh, but you know.
Pretty much wherever my hair can't get, my tongue will.
Oh, now that's a quote.
Oh. Well, speaking of quotes, why don't you read the calendar for today, Mr. Will?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
I wanted to see
And then when you're done, I sent, we have inspirational quotes that we read here, but like you see them on Facebook and like, I'm a country girl and I was born in the South and we drank out of the hose and whatever.
What?
So I sent one to Will to read after this.
No, read that one. Just
Yeah,
that one. I kept that one specific.
Less stress, more sass.
No.
Or no, less stress, more yes.
Oh,
God, can you imagine?
I think that you should start using that.
Like you're in a big old car road rage. Hey, less stress, more yes.
You piece of shit!
Motherfucker. Less stress, more yes.
All right, so read the one I just texted you.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that's funny. You never text me.
Oh,
this is
come
great.
on. You stop.
Right. Oh, I don't know who this number is. It must be yours.
Oh, yeah, it must be me.
Because I got rid of yours. If you were raised on bologna, drank Pepsi, played the bologna,
What?
got your butt drank, and had 3 pickup trucks, and had an outside hose, and a school started up with the spank, had a pickup truck, rode in the back of the creek, and recorded songs from the antenna using the hose, and drank Pepsi from the hose in a creek.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
What the fuck's happening? Will you read it?
Is he reading it
No,
wrong?
I
or
think it's
did
time
you
to
do
go.
that?
I think you did a good job.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, it's supposed to be one of those inspirational quotes that they just threw in random words, just like
Oh.
bologna and Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
What?
All right.
If you were raised on
It almost seems like it means something, but it doesn't.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad it's all over.
Yeah, we did it, buddy. Well, Jeff, that's it, man. We're done. It's time to go. Go play with Rocco.
One more time, and we're done for the year.
No. We've
I
got
can't hear you.
Bye, Jeff.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Will. Any last thoughts?
No, honestly, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week, and I hope the best for everyone out there, and still wear your mask.
Yeah, Courtney.
All right. Keep listening and having those uncomfortable conversations.
Yep. Jeff, can you hear me now?
I can now. Yeah, when you're playing the music, it's just
Yeah, I know. All right.
storm.
You have anything you want to say?
Last thoughts?
Deuces.
All right.
See ya.
You can hear us. That's a dick move. Sorry for being a dick about the music thing right now, but I'm going to do it again.
No. We got to do it.
All right, bye. I got the power. I can play whatever
you
I want.
do. You do.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and joining us today. Please like and subscribe and I'll do all those things. Thank you so much for Chris for coming on.
Yeah.
You guys check out Firesale, Fine Dining, The Longest Haul, Punch a Nazi in the Face. I fucking love that song.
And that one time on tour.
Now, one time on tour. Yeah. If you haven't heard that, I don't know where you've been.
I know.
How did you find this
Under
podcast?
a rock.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. You guys enjoy yourself. Enjoy your Sunday.
Thank you.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.
I'll do it for Jeff.